Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel techCodio. My name is Bharat Kumar. Recently, we completed project number 5, which is banking system in Python. So many people are doing that project. I'm requesting you to please go and watch that video. I'll leave a link in the I button, so kindly go and check it out. So in this video, we are going to begin part number 7, exceptional handling in Python. So before diving into the video, I'm requesting you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also give me some support, right? So now let's begin the lecture. So guys, welcome to the Python course. It is part 7, exception handling. So now let's see the agenda what we have today. First we are going to see what is exception handling, and then we will try to understand what is try, except, else, and finally blocks. And then we will see what are the types of exceptions, and then we will try to write code for these exceptions, and finally we will see the advantages and we will end up the lecture, right? So guys, you can see here we have the question, what is exception handling? Exception handling in Python is a way to deal with things going wrong in your code. It helps your program stay calm and carry on even if it encounters unexpected problems. So guys, I want to give you one example. Here you can see in this variable I'm adding integer plus string. So guys, you can see we got this type error, but with this exception handling we can execute this code, but we will not get any output, but we can print this is an error. Here you can see it is stopping the compiler, it is giving this error, but with this exception handling we can override this compile error and we can execute our program. I just want to show an example. I'm adding try block. In this try block I want to pass my variable and also I want to print my variable. Here I'm going to add except block. It is going to handle all the exceptions. Type error as E. I want to print exception occurred but code is executing. Here I want to pass E. Yeah, you can see exception occurred but code is executing. Yeah, it is exception we got. Unsupported operand type. For addition we cannot add integer and string, right? So it is the concept of exception handling. With this concept we can execute our code without errors, and also it gives clean code without interrupt, right? So guys, it is the concept behind exception handling. So guys, now let's see what is try, except, else, and finally blocks. First we'll see what is try. In the try block you can add some code, right? Here you can see we added this code. Like that you can add actual code what you want to write. You can see, and the second one except block, it is optional block. When you want to handle exceptions, it is required. Handling of exception, if required, we are going to use this except. So in our code we have some errors. In order to solve this error we need to add this except block. Here we are adding type error as E, right? It is going to print this line if we have any error. Here you can see it is executing this except block because we have error in this try block. And then you can see we have the else block. It executes if no exception. We have error in this code, so that's why it is executing except block. For example, if we don't have any error, then you can see it is going to execute this block. Yeah, you can see it is executing this block. So firstly it is printing the output from the try block, and then it is coming to the else block. The code has no error. Now let's see what finally block will do. Here we need to write some code or some message. It always executed, right? Here we don't have any error, so that's why it is executing this else block. But this final block will execute always. It will not bother about these 3 blocks. Here I want to add one string, so now it is going to execute except and finally. Here but I want to give float value. You can see it is printing try block, else block, and finally block, but it is not printing the exception because we don't have any exception. So guys, you need to remember what you need to write in the try block, except, else, finally blocks, right? Now let's see the types of exceptions or errors. For the first one we have type error. This exception is raised when an operation or a function is applied to an object of wrong type, such as adding a string to an integer. For the first example only we saw this one. I just want to copy this code here and I want to paste here. Yeah, here you can see we are getting the actual output, but when I give the string value, you can see it is printing the exception, but it is not stopping our code and compiler. Here I want to print only this one. Here you can see it is stopping the compiler to stop the execution. But here with this concept, we are overriding the error and we are printing one message because it is not going to stop the execution. Here you don't need to specify this type error. You can directly give this exception, right? Now let's see the second one. Name error. This exception is raised when a variable or function name is not found in the current scope. Here I want to give this variable. Let's see, I want to take one variable. In that variable I want to pass techCodio. I want to print techCodio, or else I want to print this variable tech. You can see name error. Name tech is not defined. Here we are calling the tech variable, but the tech variable is not defined. Variable var is defined, it is giving this output. But when I give the variable name which is not present, it is going to give me this error. But here I want to run the code, but I should not get this error. That's why you need to add try block. In the try, just pass this code except exception as e print e. Yeah, you can see name tech is not defined. Here it is executing the code, but here it is stopping the execution process. So that's why basically we prefer exception handling. It is the most important concept in Python programming language. Now let's see index error. In order to see this index error, you need to know about list or tuple or strings, right? I made a full videos on list, tuple and strings. These videos are available in techCodio channel, so kindly go and watch it out. And as well, I will try to give links of these videos in the I button. Kindly go and check it out. Here I want to write one list, lst equal to, here I want to pass a, b, and we have only indexes 0, 1 and 2. But here I want to print list of index 5. The index 5 is not available. But with this try and except, I can run the code if we don't have this index, but I want to run this code without this error. I just want to copy this line, paste here, except exception as e. I want to print only exception. Yeah, you can see list index out of range, but when I give 2 here, it is going to print c. But when I give 5, the index is not available, index out of range. It is the index error. Now let's see the key error. In order to know about this error, you need to know about dictionary. I made a full video on dictionary and dictionary comprehension. The video is available in my channel, so kindly go and check it out. And as well, I will give link for this video in the I button, so kindly go and check it out. Here I want to write one dictionary, and the dictionary name is tech. In that I want to give for the key A, I just want to pass this list. For the key B, I want to pass this tuple 5, 6 and 7. Let's see if it is printing or not. Yeah, you can see we created dictionary. Here I want to get the key A. You can see in the key A we have this values. For the B we have this values, but here I want to pass C. You can see we got key error, but with this try and except, I want to solve this error. Just copy this one, pass this in print except exception as e, and I want to print only exception. Yeah, just a second, it is giving only the exception. Why it is giving only this one? Key error. Give here one message. I just want to give one message. Key error occurred. I just want to check it with this key error also. Add key error. Yeah, it is giving the same output. Key error occurred. But when I give B here, it is going to give the values. Here I want to create one key without the value. You can see it is giving this error. We can't create only key without the value. So that's why here I added key error occurred. Next one we have value error. This exception is raised when a function or method is called with an invalid argument or input, such as trying to convert a string to an integer when the string does not represent a valid integer. Here I want to take one example. A equal to input, enter an integer. Now I want to convert variable a into int. Yeah, you can see the variable is converted to int. Or else I want to convert string to integer. You can see we got this error. Or else I want to pass one letter. You can see we got this error. So now we need to solve this error with this try and except. Try, just copy this one, paste here. Except exception as E, and I want to print only E. Here I just want to give R. You can see we got this error, but our code is executing. We are not getting any compile time error, right? Like that. Next one we have attribute error. This exception is raised when an attribute or method is not found an object, such as trying to access a non-existent attribute of a class instance. Here you can see I have code for this. I just want to decode my previous code. Yeah, here you can see I created one class. For that class I created one object. I give 10 value. Here you can see I'm calling this function, but the function is not available in class. It is going to give one error, attribute error. So with this try and except block we can solve this error and we can print the message if we got any error. Yeah, you can see we are not getting any error, but we are printing this message. My class object has no attribute, non-existent attribute, right? Next up we have input output error. This exception is raised when an input output operation such as reading or writing a file fails due to an input or output error. Here I want to open this file and I want to read the content which is available in this file. You can see we got one error. It is input output error because this .txt file is not available in my folder. That's why it is giving this error. But we can solve this error. You can see input output error occurred. No such file or directory exists because we don't have this file in our directory. Now let's see another one. Zero division error. This exception is raised when an attempt is made to divide a number by 0. Here I just want to take one variable a. In that I want to pass 10 and I want to divide it with 0. Print a. You can see we got this error, zero division error. Now we want to write code to solve this error. Try a equal to 10 divided by 0 and I just want to print a. Except you need to handle this exception. For this exception I just want to give alias name as E and I want to print E. You can see division by 0. We got this error. So here we need to give one message. Cannot division by 0. It is zero division error. Now let's see this import error. What is this import error? I just want to import one package, but the package is not available in Python API and the package name is techCodio only. You can see no module found error, or else we can say it is import error. But with the help of try and except I can stop this error and we can execute our code. Try. In the try I just want to print this line, import techCodio. Except exception as E and print E. You can see it is giving this error, no module named with techCodio. It is import error. And finally we have the syntax error. This exception is raised when the interpreter encounters a syntax error in the code, such as misspelled keyword, a missing colon or an unbalanced parenthesis. Here I just want to name a variable You can see we got syntax error, but in the Python latest version, it is not allowing us to write this exception code. You can see it will not solve this exception. We need to correct the syntax in the try and except also. You need to remember every time the correct syntax. So guys, now let's see the top 5 advantages of exception handling in Python. Number 1, we have error resilience. Ensures program continues running despite unexpected issues, preventing crashes. Right, here you can see our program is crashed and we got this error, but with the help of exception handling, we are handling this error and we are printing one message so that user can see what kind of error they are getting. Without stopping the execution, we are giving the error what we have in our code, right? Second one, graceful degradation. Allows programs to handle errors smoothly, providing alternative actions. So guys, here we got this error, but with the help of these two keywords, we are printing our error and also we are handling this error very smoothly because we have only 2 lines of keywords. In the 2 lines of keyword, we are adding our actual code, right? It is very easy to handle exceptions in Python because you need to know only this kind of keywords: try, except, else, and finally block. The third one is debugging assistance. Exception messages aid in pinpointing errors, facilitating the debugging process. In the exceptions, we are printing this message, right? If we saw this message, then we can get to know that we don't have no module named with techCodio. So we need to import the module which is available in the Python API, right? With this message, we can get to know what is going wrong in our code. The fourth one is code readability. Improves organization by separating error handling logic, enhancing code clarity. Here it is separating. We got one error. Here we can see the error, what kind of error we got. We got no module error. By printing this message, we can get to know what is happening and what is not happening in the code. We are unable to import this package, so we are getting this message, right? And the final one is robustness. Enhances program reliability by handling a variety of scenarios gracefully. We can handle this many types of errors in our Python. So guys, we are done with the question what is exception handling, and we saw the try, except, else, and finally block, and we saw the types of exceptions, and finally along with that we saw the code, and finally we saw the advantages of exception handling. We are done with the lecture. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and as well give me some support. You can follow me in the Instagram and as well as in the LinkedIn also, right? All the links are available in the description below. Go and check it out.